Well, I am back, everybody. I'm back and ready for our final match of the day. By the way, huge shout out to all the people who subscribed for the gift subs that we had earlier. If you do want to support the stream and keep the tournament running, I mean, we're still going to run it, but if you want to support subbing, gifting subs, or just showing up and cheering the players on is always a good way to do it. So thank you everybody. Let's go ahead and move on to our last match of the day. You know, please welcome on in one of our favorite GMs over here, Garb the Glitcherous. I would love to chat and find out what kind of madness you have set up for the day. Garb. Oh, there you are. Hello. Hello? Oh, there. I hear ya.
Okay, yeah.
Yay. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're good? Okay, good. Good is good. So, what game do we have today?
So, there were a couple of games I tried to give them, but I couldn't really. There ended up being some vetoes, so I ended up going with Pocket Monsters for the Sega Genesis.
Pocket Monsters, yeah, our favorite Pokemon video game of all time. Y'all remember picking up the Genesis just to get the latest Pikachu? Yeah, I feel like I've actually beaten this game, and it's been, if I'm not mistaken, it's been on GDQ before.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Pocket Monsters 2 has been on GDQ. I'm not sure about the first one.
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, speaking of that, if the players get through Pocket Monsters 1, I'll be having them go through Pocket Monsters 2 afterwards, just in case, because if you know what you're doing, the game can be beaten pretty quickly.
Yeah, gotcha. I really love that, you know, occasionally we do have backups just in case people are a little bit too good. And I agree, this game can be beaten really quickly if you know what you're doing. So, yeah, what is your favorite Pokemon, Garb?
I feel like I probably have to go with... I think I'll probably go with... that's a tough choice. I guess I'll go with Rowlet.
Rowlet is so cute. Oh, yeah, I love Rowlet. I think that my favorite is still Sandile, though. I'm absolutely a fan of the cute little crocodile. Not as cute when he evolves, but, you know, still reasonably cute. Yeah, I love that this is always a huge thing for debate. Wait, Essentia, you like Lucario the most? Nah, there's no way. No way. Raichus are pretty cute. But yeah, Sandile for sure. I've got a little Sandile plush. It's so cute, okay? Absolutely the best Pokemon ever. Mudbray. The thing is, I don't like Mudbray's eyes. They kind of creep me out, okay? I'm very opinionated. Because, yeah, it's scary. Scary. Oh! I know that Corndan wanted to hop in just for a little bit. Let me go ahead and ping him real quick. Because as I'm getting set up, it'll help for us to talk about another project that's going on over at this channel, starting next Tuesday. Hello there, Corndan. Hello, are you there?
Hey.
Corndan? Corndan? I think, you know what, Discord's just being a big pile of butts today, but hopefully he'll be able to talk in just a little bit. You there? Nope. I hear something in the background.
I'm here?
Yes, you're here.
I am here. Who'd have guessed?
OMG.
My mic got disconnected.
Oh.
Unfortunately.
You know, that happens to the best of us. So,
It does.
Corndan, we wanted to talk about the little show that you and I are putting on, right?
Yeah. I hear you don't like being bored.
Oh,
I mean, I don't like
it's
being
the
bored.
worst, okay?
So, and you know, there's a lot of stuff out there. You and I have been talking a long time about this. That there's a lot of good games, bad games. I guess bad games really mostly that never get the light of day. Right? Either they don't already have a good marathon run. Sometimes they're not suitable for a marathon run. Sometimes the people running them have just never done it before. Right?
True.
So, what if we gave them a chance to demo their stuff on your stream for at least 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
You know, provided they don't make us bored.
Yeah, I love that idea, Corndan.
Well, it was your idea. It's a good one.
Well, yeah. I've got good ideas every once in a while.
And so starting this Tuesday, we're going to do a show for a couple hours every Tuesday. That's effectively Bad Game Gong Show.
Yep.
More or less.
Everybody is welcome to submit. You don't even have to submit a bad game. Just submit a run and don't make us bored. Which,
Literally,
by
that's
the way,
the only rule.
yeah, you've got 10 minutes. And if we're bored after 10 minutes, then we kick you off and move on to something else. But honestly, you know, I'm really excited at the whole diversity of stuff that we could see because people are talking about doing high score attempts for certain games. People have talked about creating or just showing off projects that they've been working on, maybe even some development. Like, it's, I don't really care what we've got. I just want to see and be excited.
We're basically gonna take everything at as much as we can, right, and show it off every Tuesday night. So there is a link in the Discord. Go ahead and fill that out, right? If we don't get to you this week, we'll try to get to you guys when we can. And then we can just keep track of what's going on.
Yep, we're going to try to let everybody know by Sunday night if they are going to be playing that week. In addition, it's no stress if for some reason it doesn't work out that week. You know, we can always delay it by a little bit for you. Just please send in your ideas. We can even put the link in Twitch if people would like that.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I will do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to put the stream together, Corndan. I'm doing layout stuff while talking to you. It's so hard.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, you should submit something.
I did submit something. I don't want to spoil
You
stuff,
did,
but
yeah.
I already saw that, yeah. I don't remember what it was, but I'm glad that you did.
I do remember what it was, and I'm excited by it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've got something that I'm looking at putting together for this that probably wouldn't make it into a standard marathon.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll be exciting.
I'm pretty sure somebody is going to be showing us where in North Dakota is Carmen Sandiego someday, which is probably going to be the most boring watch ever of all time. And
here's the I guarantee some people are going to come in here knowing that a game is boring or dull, and you know they're going to do it to make us watch it for 10 minutes.
Yeah, and I'm completely okay with that. I sort of, like, I don't want every game to be that way, but having the occasional game that way will be amazing, okay? So
It's
seriously,
gonna be awesome.
If you just have something dorky you want to do for a little while and, you know, that's going to be something that you can show off, then please do. We love to see your games. Well,
and remember, if you've got a good showing there, right, that's an easy submission video to Games Done Quick or Big Bad Game-a-thon or any other ESA, any sort of marathon you want, right? This is an easy jumping point to do that.
Yes, and we do generally recommend that people, you know, save the videos that they make. We've seen people use things from Big Bad Game-a-thon to submit over to GDQ later on.
I used my GDQ hotfix videos for GDQ submissions. Right, for the same reason.
Oh yeah, I've used them as well. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't.
Well, the game didn't get selected, so...
Well, even if you don't local record, we'll have VODs on our streams. So, you know, you don't have to stress too much.
Exactly.
Well, this is our match, Corndan. I think I need to kick you out unless you really want to chill and watch Pikachu.
I mean, I'm going to watch Pikachu anyway, but I don't need to be in voice chat.
So, Garb, I think we need to get rolling with this match. The last match of the day. I'm checking to see if they are all ready. Obviously, people need to spam, I was going to say Pikachu's Pokemon in chat if you have any Pokemon emotes. Anything else that would be appropriate?
Electricity-related emotes.
Okay, electricity and Pokemon. Spam those right now because we are doing the countdown. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Oh no, Pikachu knocked the trash can over. That's a little sad. Okay, and we will be starting in just a little bit as soon as I see movement on the first stage. There we go. Dirk is off to a quick start. So talk to me a little bit, Garb. This is obviously a bootleg. What is this game?
The platformer, except you control Pikachu.
Okay. A platformer, you're controlling Pikachu. Pikachu walks on the hind legs, and I don't really like that. It kind of scares me.
Yeah.
Yeah, also I'm noticing we've got a pretty good variety of enemies, like a bee. We've got the... Some of these are actually Pokemon.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
not all of them, but some of them are.
Yeah. Currently, Attack the Moon is facing, I think this is a Pinsir.
Oh, there is a little bit of flashing. Not too bad on this screen, but I'm going to go ahead and give a warning, especially in darker screens, that there may be flashing. Let's get that in the title, just so that nobody comes and yells at me.
Also, the special attack is pretty flashy. So yeah, definitely should have a flashing warning for that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, the monkey Pokemon is pretty cute. Just the generic monkey Pokemon. Now, Mathman is trying to figure out how to get out of this area. Luckily, it's not too difficult. There we go. Wow,
Yay.
this music, it's good stuff.
Yeah.
I think Attack the Moon unfortunately died there, or... Yeah. I'm having a bit of a hard time, like, keeping track of where health is or lives. Lives are the top left number, right? What's under that?
Yeah.
What's the 99 that I see? Is that their current health?
Yeah.
And why do half the Pokemon sound like they're vomiting?
I'm not sure on that, unfortunately.
They're a little motion sick is what I would assume. So we've got... My gosh, the sounds are too good.
Yeah.
We're off to a pretty quick start though. So what do you think is going to be the main difficulty with this game?
Well, I suppose some of the jumps, it's hard to figure out, like, where to go. Like, the jumps are generally blind, and
Okay.
in some places it can be hard to go. And also, the bosses in this game take a lot of hits to kill.
Yeah,
Like,
oh my gosh, I remember the final boss of this game, and we're gonna see that one for a while because It definitely takes ages. As long as you can get to a point where you can deal a good amount of damage in a short amount of time without taking damage yourself, you're going to be fine. It's just a slog.
Yeah.
So this is the game Pocket Monster for the Mega Drive. This was actually created by the Super Nintendo by DVS Electronic, and the developer for the Mega Drive version that we see here was Ku5ogrande. I've never really heard of this company though. Their first game was Super Big 2, which, well, considering that they started with a sequel, is a little bit concerning. As far as I can tell, that was just a card game that they put out there. But they're from Taiwan. They made other things like Barver Battle Saga, which was Final Fantasy, Brave Battle Saga, The Magic Warrior. Yeah, honestly, doesn't look too complicated. They also made Smart Mouse. These are certainly video game names, yeah.
Yeah, I can't say I've heard of those.
Yeah, same. What's odd is that, like, one page actually credits them for making this game, but then their actual page that has their list of games doesn't have Pocket Monsters on it. Huh. So that's a little bit odd, but whatever. We'll roll with it. Actually, I guess it has a question mark next to them because nobody really knows if they made this. We'll pretend they did, though. So there are 5 levels total. What you're saying on Math Man and Attack the Moon screen is the second level, I believe.
They're all on the first level.
It's still the first level.
This is the second part of the first level, and if that part that Attack the Moon's on, they need to have the screen scrolled in such a way that the platform doesn't spawn until later so they can jump on it.
Okay. In the forest. Yeah, and I assume that even if they're on the second part of the stage, if they die, do they have to play the whole stage over again?
Yep.
That's kind.
Yeah.
Ooh, that flashing. Oh.
Yeah,
it hurts.
It's pretty bad.
So, yeah, what I'm seeing is that the sound effects are different between the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive version. The music as well. Apparently, Mega Drive version has original music and music from another game, Ku5ogrande, and also Hercules 2, which a few people remember. Also, the sound effects are different. The Pikachu sound effect isn't present in the Super Nintendo version, but is instead replaced with Yow from Bonkers, of all video games. There are some graphical differences. Mini-boss in the first level isn't in the Super Nintendo version. It's interesting that there are so many, like, small changes between the two different versions of this game.
Yeah. Honestly, I like the Pikachu sound effects, and it feels like a little like strange to have him say it, just like have Pikachu say it like that when Pikachu gets hurt.
So there is anti-piracy in the Super Nintendo version of this game to tell if you stole this. If the game detects it has been pirated, the animation of Ash at the beginning of the game scrolling upward in the intro will loop endlessly. However, that is not known to be a case in the Genesis version. Yeah, so that just goes to show, don't steal bootlegs. Mathman electrocuting Snorlax. So you only have so many charges that you can use in order to electrocute Snorlax, and that is shown at the bottom of the screen, the number of, I'm gonna say they're batteries. They look more like spray cans to me, but they're batteries, I suppose.
Yeah.
Also,
I think like I want to say like each one uses like 20 of those or so.
Either 10 or 20, it's something like that. Honestly, saving them all up for the boss is a good idea. It's a lot faster to deal with the bosses using the electricity.
I don't know if they only I think they deal like only like one jump worth of damage from my experience. I could be wrong on that, but
maybe it's just safer then.
Yeah, it is. I guess it is safer though if you, in case you don't want to risk taking damage. It can be pretty easy to stun lock them, but it can be kind of hard to do that consistently.
Yeah, honestly, I always try to think of ways to do things a little bit safer, because this is a bootleg. You never really know when controls are just going to be absolutely a wreck, or, you know, it takes a long time to get used to physics. But Mathman, on to stage 2, it's hot.
Oh, nice.
It's hot. You can tell, because the title said it is.
Yeah. I think this stage is kind of a little bit more maze-like than the first one, so it might take him a while to figure out where to go.
Oh, I really like this stolen music. This is good.
Yeah, it's really great stolen music.
So, apparently, that's right. I did recognize some of the enemies, because some of them are in Pokemon. There is at least one enemy that's stolen from Cid of Valis, which we've had on Ku5ogrande multiple times. Specifically, it has a Fez. If you see that enemy, that is a Cid of Valis video game enemy. Yeah, the various art styles of the enemies in this game as well, it's pretty interesting because they're all very, very different. Yeah, the crab demons are really annoying looking. Oh my gosh. Where do those enemies come from? Like, the weird... Are they from Toki? The flying horizontal... Like, yeah, horseshoe crabs. I think those are from Toki. Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, it sure is. Okay, Shentok just killing the Cid of Valis enemies there. Attack the Moon is currently fighting the mini-boss of Stage 1. Now, Mathman definitely has the advantage here, making it to Stage 2 and, you know, killing Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes. Well,
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me to see what kinds of games bootlegs will take from, because, you know, nobody really thinks of Cid of Valis as being the game that you should rip off. But the devs here did, and Toki? Why take sprites from Toki? Like, that's sort of one of the questions that I often have with some of these games. Why do they choose the games that they choose?
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't know. But this is so much fun. I love this.
Yeah. I personally enjoy this game.
Yeah, it's definitely not good, but it's quite fun. Now, the sequel to this game, Pocket Monster 2, you're going to see plenty of stuff that is stolen as well, I think, if the players get there. But it turns out that the sound engine was taken directly from High Seas Havoc, Data East game that we actually talked about slightly during the last match. Was that Michael Jackson's Who? That totally sounded like Michael Jackson from Moonwalker.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, Dirk is having the hardest time with these jumps. And I can't necessarily blame Dirk. Like, this game was a bootleg. It's hard to say that, you know, these games weren't necessarily made for humans, because a lot of them are just so broken. Like, it was there for a quick sale. but not meant to actually be played.
Yeah.
So, have you played very many Pokemon games out there?
Not. I haven't played it in a while. I played it a lot back as a kid, like with the first 2 gens, but I haven't played it much since then. So
Okay.
I'm not as familiar with the later Pokemon entries, but luckily this one seems to mostly use things from the first Pokemon game.
Yeah, a lot of the bootlegs stick to the classic Pokemon.
Yeah.
Wow, we have a hot take in chat. Better than Sword and Shield? Ooh. Somebody
Wow.
go grab some milk because that's a little spicy.
Yeah.
So right now, honestly, Mathman is definitely in the lead. Whoever beats Snorlax next is going to be in the second. Honestly, I have no idea who's going to be able to do that. Taking a look, by the way, at the people who are playing in this match, last round they all scored 5 points, which means that they need to come in at least second place if they want to be moving on to round 3. That means that Mathman is definitely the favorite at this point, having made it to stage 2. We're only about 15 minutes in, though, so honestly, anything could change.
Yeah. I could. Hopefully, none of the players here get a game over. I did give them max lives and continue, so hopefully they won't have to restart.
So I'm going to be the old person that I am and say, what's the difference between a spicy take and a hot take? Okay, I need chat to help me with this. Go ahead, help me with your lingo. Help me with your internet lingo.
I'm not really sure either.
Oh, it's hot. There we go. The difference is the word you use. I thought you were all making fun of me, not referencing the video game. Yeah, Mathman is unfortunately having some internet issues, it appears, but luckily the music is mostly uninterrupted, so we get to enjoy this. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Justin is the best. He brought me food.
Yay! That's wonderful.
Yeah, and it's some sweet pork and rice, and this looks so good. Oh my gosh.
Yum. That sounds good.
Oh, is there soy sauce?
No.
Oh no.
Oh.
No soy sauce. I feel really demanding now. He's stomping away. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, we get boss number 2, a turtle.
Oh yeah. As far as I know, if Mathman has a lot of the lightning power, this is where it would come in handy.
There is not much power stored up for Mathman, though. Yeah, I think the difficult thing is figuring out where you can go and not take damage.
Yeah, this boss takes relatively long to hit compared to the other ones, so if y'all was just use lightning attack, that's when it comes in handy.
I love that he just spins. Oh no, Mathman into the pit. That is a death, but luckily he still has a couple lives, a couple chances to get through this. By the way, is there a continue system in this game?
Yeah, so the amount of continues are adjustable, and you can adjust it to up to 5 continues, and that's how many I gave.
Oh, that's cool. Good, good. You're being kind.
Yeah, I just want them to get to see more bad games, really.
Yeah, I would love to see the sequel.
Yeah. But, like, I don't know if anyone knows, but I'm not sure what Pokemon this is, so I'm not sure if anyone in, like, chat knows.
The famous Pokemon Spin Dirtle.
Oh, it's not a Pokemon, okay. I wasn't sure if it was just a Pokemon that I wasn't aware because of a later generation.
It's just a turtle that really wants to be a Pokemon. Char turtle, there we go. I like that assessment. Charmander and a turtle. That's what we've got. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this boss fight, I remember this not being trivial for players.
Yeah, this one's pretty tricky.
Oh my gosh. Because it's completely doable, but you have to learn how to deal with the randomness here, because there's no way to predict if he's going to spin or stick his head out horizontally or try to bite up into the sky. There's just no way to know, so you got to find at least some sort of safe spot, and I think the tree branch is relatively safe because it doesn't disappear.
Yeah.
Mathman is dead! No! Oh, poor beat-up Pikachu. Yeah, there we go. Dance! Dance, Pika, dance! Dirk using some lightning against Snorlax. I think Dirk has a pretty good chance of killing Snorlax this time. Just take it a little bit slower. There you go.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want Snorlax killing you, okay? A death here would be a huge setback, and one hit, well, there goes Dirk. I guess Snorlax can jump through platforms.
Yep.
Well...
Yeah, this is a 5-point match, so yeah, third and fourth will unfortunately be eliminated.
Also, important question here. Are there regular animals in the Pokemon universe, or are they just all Pokemon?
Oh. You know...
Mathman found a safe spot.
Because I've watched the anime quite a bit, but I don't remember.
Some people are saying, yes, question mark.
Huh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, playing the games, I pretty much have only seen Pokemon.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, there are in the anime, but not in the game.
Okay. Like, it's been way too long. I know that the newer games, for sure, they're pretty much all Pokemon. But if you watch Pokemon anime, then you're just watching Pokemon and animals. Okay, Mathman actually beat the dumb turtle boss and is on to the next stage. I didn't see the name. Jump Around? Was that the name of the stage?
I didn't catch it either. I think so. I'm not.
It's a pretty good descriptive name. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, this is Hercules 2 music. This is totally something. They ran amok. Oh, I love it. The Gospel Truth, that's the name of the song. Yeah, everybody listen, you're gonna hear it.
I think that that like this stage could be pretty rough.
Oh yeah.
Just that, it like if you jump on an enemy, you get your double jump back, and I feel like that really has to be utilized in this stage. And there's also just a lot of blind jumps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dirk getting a lovely lightning cast before taking damage there. That is definitely good.
So I think you have to hit Snorlax 32 times in this to progress from my experience.
32 times? Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, amazing.
This isn't really a con game. Also, Shintalk made it to level 2, so that's cool.
Oh, I love bootlegs. I love them so much.
Yeah.
You know, people are saying that it's a tanky Snorlax. Well, Snorlax is generally a tank, you know?
Well, yeah, that is true.
The sound effects are so out of place. I don't know. I love bootlegs. Honestly, if I could get a leg that was 100% boot, I would probably exchange my current one. You know, get a bootleg.
Yeah, true.
It would be a very attractive boot as well. Very, very red.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think. Right now, Mathman is on stage 3, and from what I understand, there are 5 stages. It's a good amount of progress. Oh! Mathman into the pit. Oh my gosh. I'm loving this, though. This is so good. Do.
And now Shintalk's onto the spinning turtle, so that's good progress. He got to that pretty quickly.
You know... Okay, I've got a story. So, my mom, when she was a kid, she bit off the head of a turtle. Let me explain. They had a pet turtle, and I don't know if she was like 2 or 3 years old, but she stuck her hand into where the turtle was, the turtle's cage or something, and the turtle bit her. And of course, child logic was like, well, the turtle bit me, so I'm gonna bite the turtle. And she bit it, and bit the whole head off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I just love child logic. It's like vengeance against the turtle. So everybody, this is my recommendation. Do not let little kids play with turtles because they might bite their heads off.
Yeah.
Oh, but, you know, I feel bad for the turtle, but what can you say? Kids don't know that you shouldn't bite turtles' heads off.
Yeah, that is true. Oh my god.
Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to eat a little bit of this food and watch the gameplay here, which honestly, Mathman's level is a little bit annoying, but I think players haven't figured out one of the key mechanics. After you jump on an enemy, you can actually do an air jump in this.
Yeah.
And that makes it a little bit easier to control.
Yeah, it definitely does. You can also do that after taking a hit, I'm fairly certain.
I'm fairly certain you're right, yeah.
That can also be used to skip the boss the pincer boss at the first level, so it's a precise thing you can do, but it is possible, and it's a pretty neat trick.
Shintalk has a very nice safe spot, by the way, and I think it's going to pay off. Shintalk has a good chance of beating the boss. Oh my gosh, look at the attack Shintalk is doing right here. That's actually the fastest way to deal damage to bosses, but it is a little bit... I think unreliable for this boss. The final boss of the game, though, you can definitely use that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, what would a turtle taste like? I don't want to bite a turtle's head off. I'm just like imagining if you went to a restaurant and they're like, hey, we have this nicely grown free-range turtle on the menu. What would it taste like? And it was locally grown, locally sourced, and the turtles led very happy lives, okay? Tastes like leather? Well, I'm not going to eat a turtle then.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat leather. Gross.
Doesn't sound appetizing.
Yeah. Garv, apparently per my niece, Laurelyn, Pikachu looks wrong. No, you don't say. I think this Pikachu is perfect the way it is, okay?
Yeah, I agree.
It's fine. Every Pikachu looks a little bit different from each other, and sometimes you get the one cousin Pikachu who everybody didn't want to invite to the parties, but you know, still has its own level of charm, and that's this Pikachu here.
Yeah. Also, you were right. The name of the third level is Jump Around. I saw it on Shintalk's screen.
Yes. Shentalk is making some really good progress, by the way. Attack the Moon may be able to kill a Snorlax, and the Snorlax is dead. Time for its hot.
Yay!
Oh, Laurelyn doesn't... I think Laurelyn's not convinced. No, this is a real Pikachu. You can tell because it does electric things. You know, it's fighting birds. That's what Pikachus do. Although, electric is not necessarily great against flying type.
From what I recall, like, electric is I think electric is super effective. From what I recall.
Okay, I was thinking ground. I was thinking the opposite of flying.
Yeah, electric isn't good against ground, no.
Yeah, you don't want to use that. I'm sorry, I forget the matchups, okay? Like, I've played so much Pokemon, but I don't remember any of the matchups. I just go and spam the one move that's effective against everything until it's dead, you know?
Yeah, that's a definitely a valid strategy, yeah. Yeah, hopefully Dirk can make it past this level soon. It's just the Snorlax is pretty annoying with how long it takes.
The flashing, it hurts. But Dirk is using the batteries, and I think that it's worth doing that. Actually, Lauren has a good question. Why does Pikachu like gems?
I mean, in the Pokemon economy, gems are important.
He's a gold digger.
Yeah.
You know, how else are you gonna pay for your fancy, like, Pokeball accommodations? Gotta get the gems. I think Pikachu would be a really good robber, you know, just show up, where are the diamonds? Pulls out a gun. Pikachu also steals ketchup? I don't remember that, chat. But I wouldn't put it past him, you know?
Nah,
by the way, you can tell this is a male Pikachu because look at the tail, it's not a heart. Danny DeVito Pikachu. You know, Danny DeVito is basically a real-life Pikachu.
Oh, Dirk's finally passed the first level. Nice.
Yeah, moving on to level 2. Very nice. Attack the Moon and Dirk are relatively close to each other. Shentok and Mathman are relatively close to each other. Honestly, it still is anybody's game since we have a little under half an hour left.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, apparently there is a version of Pokemon where Ash's Pikachu steals ketchup. I didn't know that.
Oh, huh.
Well, good. I'm proud of Pikachu, you know? You
Yeah.
shouldn't always steal, but if there's ketchup, might as well. Who's gonna miss ketchup, you know?
I mean... And then the Cypher broke it. I might remember that part. I don't know.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Honestly, though, I'm just trying to think. Like, I feel like everybody who goes and goes to a fast food restaurant and gets ketchup, they're almost always going to take more than is really needed. That's not necessarily a bad thing, you know? Just take some of the ketchup home, store it in your fridge, use it later. That way, next time you get Mickey D's or whatever you get, you don't have to grab any ketchup at all. You know that you have some in your fridge.
Yeah.
Or if you're really on a crunch, you can, in a pinch, just eat ketchup as a meal.
Well, yeah.
Attack the Moon is fighting the turtle, so is Dirk. They are really
nice.
close to each other.
Ooh, this is honestly still anyone's match, yeah. After this, they'll be on the same level as Mathman and Shintalk are on.
I'm also going to agree with someone in chat. I feel like Mustard is a little bit superior, not because it necessarily tastes better, but because it takes work to make it taste just right. And when it does, it's amazing. Oh my gosh, especially brown or Dijon, those types of mustard, that is where it's at.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, honey mustard is good too, but it's honey. How do you go wrong with honey? You don't.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like this jump around level that Mathman and Shentalk are on is really difficult. And, you know, pretty much as is the case with every bootleg, the controls are not as easy as they look. Honestly, the game doesn't look too bad, but that's because things are stolen. The controls are not the easiest, you know. Sometimes people are accidentally using spells or the lightning cast when, you know, they probably don't intentionally do that.
The funny thing is, there is one thing that they might could do that it's more of a speedrun trick, but like, I think if you like jump at like the first frame after you can do another jump, but I don't think anyone will figure that out, but it's a thing you can do, and it could help.
Honestly, yeah, speedrun strats occasionally do get discovered, but they can be really difficult to use reliably. I know Shentalk has figured out that you can get some jumps in the air. But yeah, there's a huge difference between playing blind and playing when it comes to a speedrun. And it takes a while to learn all of the strats that you need for a speedrun.
Yeah.
Shentalk gonna have to respawn a moving platform or two. Hopefully, yep, now he was able to make that jump. Perfect.
Yeah, that's the tricky part. One tricky part of this level, that the platforms need to be on like a specific cycle, or you'll need to respawn them again.
Mm-hmm.
So the gems, if you collect enough of them, you can get more battery,
Ooh.
which will allow you to do the special move.
Remember, all gems are actually magical, okay? That's why they're used so much in, like, fortune-telling and stuff. They've got electricity built in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Attack the Moon's on 3.
huge shout out to all the viewers from Sedona, Arizona, with that one.
Yeah.
Oh. Dude, oh my gosh, this Hercules music is still killing me. I love it. So I'm trying to think. I think Dirk is going to manage to kill this boss in just a little bit, the annoying turtle, because this is a very safe spot. Not going to take damage.
Yeah. It's just the hitbox can be kind of finicky.
I mean, it's a bootleg. That's kind of, yeah, what happens.
Yeah. Oh, all those tier 1 subs. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, everybody who subbed, as well as Nat for gifting out a whole bunch. Oh my gosh. People are way too kind, Garb. And it's weird, having to have having a job where you rely on the kindness of friends and strangers. Nah, I do know, Knack. We met down in Phoenix, Arizona, and that was a lot of fun hanging out and chatting. But yeah, seriously, thank y'all so much. Much love. Well, we have just about 20 minutes left. We are starting to get to the end of this. Mathman has a really good strategy for this boss, which is just stand on the platform and wait until the boss dies.
Oh, well, yeah, that seems like a good strat.
I like the strat. It's a good one.
Yeah. It seems like as long as you don't jump down early, it's foolproof. I don't know.
Well, I've seen Mathman take damage. Occasionally, the sprite does move a little bit too far to the left or the right, and you can take damage. So you got to pay a little attention.
Yeah.
Oh, that light, Shentok! Why do you hurt my eyes? Stop it! No, Shentok, no! Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the flashing here is not kind.
It's fine. We'll live. We'll be fine.
I think this is the first play. Oh, Mathman's on to stage 4. Nice.
Mathman is taking a solid lead. That is great.
Yeah.
I know this music. Why do I know this music?
It's Arsenal music.
Oh, okay. That answers my question.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the most underground one.
Wait, is this one called Underground?
Yes.
This is not underground. Okay.
Maybe it gets more underground later. I don't know.
I don't know. Look at the bottom. It's just a sea of clouds. And there's a forest in the background. I'm very confused about the location.
I don't know.
Same.
Oh, and now Attack the Moon's onto Sand Slash as well.
Very nice. Yeah, Attack the Moon has moved, I believe, into second place. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
I think it's Sand Slash.
It looks like Sand Slash. Mathman doing more underground work. Above ground, surprisingly. I feel like Attack the Moon just needs to be a little bit careful here. Honestly, one more hit and it's going to be a death. So I don't know how far you get set back if you die to this boss, though.
The beginning level, I'm pretty certain.
Well, we get to find out now, yeah. If it's the beginning of the level, that is unfortunate.
Let's see. I'd like to be wrong, but yep, beginning level.
Well, welcome to I was going to say welcome to video games, but welcome to bootlegs, where it's not very consistent where you end up going. Okay. Yeah, honestly, as long as they have a good number of continues, I don't think anybody's going to run out of continues.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they should be able to make some progress here. Attack the Moon just needs to respawn this stupid platform here, because this isn't going to work. It's bootleg!
Yeah.
Yeah, this is something that, like, a lot of people just would not really understand if they've never played bootleg video games before. That, you know, you occasionally just need to get something off screen, you know, figure out the mechanic that is behind the movement here, and figure out why you can't make this jump. It's a lot of puzzle work, I would say, in order to figure out how to get bootleg games to function correctly.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my gosh, this music. Someone in chat is asking, were those Metroids? I don't think I saw what they're talking about. I'm gonna keep an eye on Mathman's screen to see if we get Metroids. We've got flying Kirby's for some reason. Uh-oh.
Oh, Gengar. Hey.
This is actually about the right size for Gengar as well. Like, Snorlax was the wrong size, but Gengar, yeah.
Yeah. And this is a pretty good strat here as well. The Gengar moved a little bit, so it could be hard now.
Well, whatever. You know, there's plenty of time to find another spot. Oh, never mind. That's death.
Oh.
And he fell through the floor. He didn't even die from damage. He fell from falling into a pit, i.e. falling through the ground.
Yeah.
Welcome to Bootleg Games, everybody. We are Ku5ogrande, and yeah, let me just say the Kuso in this is Ku5ogrande. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I see the flying Kirby's. They're on level 3 as well.
But why are there flying Kirby's? Why do you have to kill Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes so many times? What is this universe? I've got so many questions.
We're looking for the Metroids.
Why is Calvin flying? I don't know. I can't explain, like, anything here. Oh, it's bootleg. There's my explanation. There. So we're about 46 minutes into this. Garb, I want to talk a little bit about the types of games that you choose, because you really have a lot of Genesis games that are close to your heart. Did you have a Genesis when you were younger?
Yes, I did. Most of the games that I've given out, I don't think they've been games I'm familiar with yet.
Or at least when you were a kid, yeah.
Yeah.
So why did Genesis sort of become, like, your forte when it comes to choosing games? Why do you look a lot at this console?
I guess just games here are generally less known. I don't know if I'd say I have any particular inclination towards this. This has just been what I've found the most stuff appropriate for this tournament for.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just thinking, me personally, you know, especially with the early Ku5ograndes, we tended to stick a lot with Nintendo and Super Nintendo. There was some Genesis, but not nearly as much. There was some Game Gear, not nearly as much. But that's because I was choosing. Those were consoles that I'm really familiar with. And yeah, I'd agree that Genesis knowledge is definitely lower in the US. Like, people know the good games, and that tends to be it.
Yeah.
So honestly, it's no surprise that you really didn't know too many bad games when you were younger, because nobody talked about those.
Honestly, just assumed every game was good as a kid. And also,
Yeah.
Math Man's on now.
Very nice, Math Man. Oh, we've got dramatic music.
We might get to see the final boss, so that'll be neat.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I like the bird here. The bird's amazing.
On the boss now, so that's cool. That's cool.
Now, let me explain. I think there are 2 games as a kid that I really played that helped me understand that video games could be bad. The first one was Godzilla 2, because I bought that instead of Swords and Serpents, which, you know, people would argue is also a bad game, but at least we knew that we enjoyed it. Godzilla 2, I hated so much, and I've never had as much buyer's remorse as I did for that game. And then the second one, which chat actually commented on, was Quest 64, because guess what? I totally invested in the wrong magic type, and it would have to be basically unending grinding in order to get past where I was. Yeah, so for me as a kid, I believed I was soft-locked and that I'd have to play through the entire game again, and it made me angry. Okay.
Oh, no.
What is magic type? I think I did wind magic.
I've heard stories of Quest 64. I want to try that at some point, but I haven't played that yet.
I think that it can be worthwhile, just know you're going to be very angry on occasion.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's definitely a bad game, but I think there are some redeemable qualities to it.
Yeah. It looks kind of neat, even though it can be infuriating.
Oh my gosh. Earth, wind, fire, water. Yeah, for those who are unfamiliar, i.e. my niece, there are generally 4 elements in a lot of video games for magic. Earth, fire, wind, and water. Although, oftentimes, especially with Final Fantasy, they break out of that a lot. You know, using ice instead of water. But yeah, those are the traditional 4 that most video games use.
Yeah.
Pizza is not an element, Amazing Toaster.
Well, it can be.
No, it can't. It's literally not.
I mean, I'm for more in general, but maybe not in Quest 64.
No, pizza is a combination of the earth and the fire element, because that's what you use in order to get a pizza. Earth grows your food, fire cooks the food, bam. Fire and earth.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I think it's 4 now?
Yes, Attack the Moon has moved on, further extending the lead for second place. Mathman obviously is winning at this point. I have a hard time seeing anybody passing Mathman, but second place is very important as well. Third and fourth will be eliminated, so Shentok and Dirk both need to hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
What about the heart element, asks chat. Well, heart is fake. Well, if you believe in the 5th element, then yeah. Captain Planet, yeah, uses the 4 normal elements and then heart. 5th element, obviously, has the 5th element, heart. But whatever, the Earth would exist without love.
Yeah.
Then again, the Earth would exist without air, so I feel like the Earth would exist without any of the elements except for Earth. Okay, now scientific elements are definitely different, and the old school elements were really just a way to understand the world around them at that time. They didn't necessarily. Some people may have thought they could do some elemental magic with them, but honestly, it's just if you're trying to understand what a plant is and categorize it, placing it in sort of that hybrid between earth and water makes sense because it comes out of the earth and it requires water. Water helps it grow.
Yeah.
So it's a way to understand the world. Accurate? Not necessarily, but it helps. Oh, Mathman is fighting this.
Yeah.
So Onyx?
This is this is the final boss of the game, and this takes 48 hits to kill. So we may be here a while.
Yeah, 48 hits. Welcome to bootlegs that never really understood how to balance bosses. No, seriously, either the bosses are way too easy or way too hard, and this game is very clear what they are. They are just way too hard, and it's a slog to get through this.
I'd love to see Mathman clear this so we can see just a bit of Pocket Monster 2, but this boss is tricky. I did beat this, but it was on easy, and you take half the original amount of damage there, so on normal this could be really hard.
Oh yeah, it's a grind. You just have to make sure that you get dodges, don't let any part of the Onyx touch you. The ears are pretty deadly as well if you're just standing on the platform, Always jump whenever he's coming anywhere near you, and you might be able to avoid damage. Mathman is doing a relatively good job, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh no, Pikachu!
Oh.
This may be a death soon. Oh, come on, no! Pikachu is dead!
Oh.
Yeah, actually, this kind of makes sense. Pikachu, a lightning type, fighting a rock. Is it ground or rock? I don't know.
I think it's ground rock combination.
Whatever.
I think a combination of ground rock.
Ground and rock? Okay. Yeah. Pikachu would really fail at this, okay? This is not the best matchup.
Yeah, like the difficulty of the boss at least follows canon, so after this game goes that.
I love it. Shentok falling to his death. Oh, I'm really sad. Shentok is a relatively good friend, and honestly, he showed us a lot of TurboGrafx bad video games. He's always fun to hang out with when it comes to a marathon. I'm sad, though, that Shentok is likely gonna get eliminated right along with Dirk. But, somebody has to. See, being my friend doesn't help.
Yeah, this is...
In fact, you're probably going to get worse stuff if you know me. The GMs know how to hurt me, and it's through my friends.
Yeah.
Oh, Mathman, no! That's a game over. Luckily, Mathman has another continue. I don't think we're going to see the second game, but that's okay.
Yeah, I thought I'd just give it that so there'd be more to have, but this Onyx is really brutal, so I definitely understand the struggle, and I'm proud with how everyone's been doing. The boss in this game go on to kill.
Mind you, I completely understand wanting to give out hard, because this game is very short as a speed run. You can just blast through it, and honestly, you never really know how the players are going to do when it comes to various games. Honestly, they're doing great, especially with hard difficulty here, double damage from what you would normally get.
This is normal. I was comparing versus easy. Take half damage.
Oh, okay. Versus easy. Yeah. What about, is there a hard?
I believe so, from what I remember, and I think that you lose twice the damage you do in this difficulty.
Oh, no. Well, that's impossible.
Yeah.
We're getting down to the last minute or so. Honestly, I think that all of the players are feeling that crunch right now. Attack the Moon is just holding right and going as much as possible. Honestly, I think he wants to see the boss and see, if he can do any damage to that.
Yeah, Shintalk unfortunately just had a full game over, so that's... It doesn't look like... I don't know if he'll continue.
That is completely fine. It's understandable. If you can't get past where you were, then that is fine. We've got 35 seconds, everybody. 35, and we are almost out. Yeah, Shintalk ran out of continues. I love the tubby Pikachu, though. Look, he's so fat. He's so cute. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well. All good things must come to an end, and so must all really, really bad things. And we're going to see the end of this game right now after hurting my eyes one more time, because that is time. That's it.
GG's.
Yeah. GG indeed. This has been... Oh, my eyes! This has been fun. Stop it! Why do you do this? Ow! Okay. Players are just gonna keep making it so that I hurt. Thank you. Thank you very much. Mathman takes the victory, getting all the way to the boss on stage 5. Attack the Moon takes second. Shintalk and Dirk are both eliminated from the tournament. It's sad, but it happens pretty much to everybody at one point or another. So, how do you think they did?
Yeah, they did well. Like, this game, it's just something, and I think they did really well getting through everything.
Actually, I'm gonna drag Attack the Moon in as well. Hello, Mathman. Hello, Attack the Moon.
How's it going?
Hello.
Going great. I had a blast with this game.
I sort of had a blast.
This game made me so mad. The desynced platforms made me so mad.
Yes, I had to. Did you get stuck on the stage 1 elevator as well?
Where the 3 platforms and one goes up and one goes down?
No, the one that's right before the Snorlax fight, where like if you have the camera oriented like where like this camera's scrolled left, there's no way for you have to reach the elevator.
You have to be in the middle. It's awful. This game made me
Also, the fact that the 3rd level is a platforming level over falling spikes, and sometimes the platforms just don't spawn. Sometimes the game just doesn't spawn.
I just went through one. Oh god, GG's.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, but still, you two are the ones who are going to be moving on.
I'm so excited.
Nice.
Yeah, so somehow you managed to survive bootleg Pokemon video games. Oh, yeah, so obviously it looks like you two were a little bit frustrated with it. Maybe Mathman had some better opinions of the game.
I just liked it when the enemies went, who?
It's the Michael Jackson sound effect.
I like damage boosting. There was a lot of that in this game, but
yes.
other than that, this game drove me crazy. I spent 10 minutes trying to skip the pincer boss because I kept dying to it.
Oh yeah, the speed run is actually really cool though. I feel like You should definitely go and check that out if you haven't. Honestly, this game is pretty bad to play if you don't know what you're doing, but once you know how to get through it quickly, it's kind of fun.
I also like that the final stretch of like platforming challenges is just you're in a tunnel and you can't jump. Get past all these enemies.
Yeah. I mean,
Did you get past Gengar?
Yes. Just barely. I almost had him in a stun lock, but somehow he was able to escape. But other than that, did you beat the stage 3 boss by just standing on the elevator?
Standing on the... Oh, no, I stood in the middle platform, and I just kept kind of, like, short jumping on him.
Oh, if you stand on the elevator, you just win. You just put down the controller, and the elevator, like, up and down just happens to be in perfect sync that, like, the boss will become vulnerable when the elevator comes down.
it's too
And
good.
you just win.
I hate this game so much.
That's exactly what I love to hear. Hate. Anger.
It's written
Also,
on my
this
back.
final boss is the actual worst, by the way.
48
Yeah.
hits? The kill
48.
Onyx is what someone counted?
And it's the most like movement boss in the game. Like
Oh,
no
it
other
moves
boss
all
moves
over.
like him.
You gotta watch
Yeah.
I like how one of his attacks just specifically counters the top platform strategy. He just tilts his head up and says, "I can hit you now."
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's a very rough fight, but honestly, this has been a joy to watch. I'm glad that we were able to end on some bootleg action. The advantage is that now that you've played it, you can't play this again.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Mathman, what are you streaming these days? What's going on over at your channel? Anything or?
I don't really stream.
Oh, I
just
see how
I just
it
play
is.
video games.
What's your favorite game that you're playing off stream these days?
Recently I've picked up the Talos Principle again.
That one's a good
Finished
one.
the DLC.
Yeah, I haven't finished that one. I should sometime. Yeah, what
Just-
about you, Attack the Moon?
I stream Final Fantasy XIV raids with my group twice a week, and also I've been trying to finish up a Super Mario World ROM hack, but other than that, not a whole bunch.
Aha! Well, that's pretty dang awesome. I always recommend everybody go check out the various players here, give them love, and honestly, I feel like once you have played the same terrible game together, there's a new, strange, terrible friendship that's just been made. Mostly strange.
This was a strange game. Not as strange as it could have been, but yeah, it was strange.
Yeah, it was weird fighting a bunch of Pokemon OCs, but okay.
Oh my gosh. Actually, most of those were stolen from other games like Toki on the Genesis or Sid of Valis on the Genesis. Yeah, we were able to track down a few of them. But that's about it. Well, I think that's all that I have. Garby, do you have anything else?
Well, I don't have anything else to say, but GG, y'all and everyone.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you for making me play this game.
Oh, you're welcome. Anytime. Well, we are going to go ahead and raid Andrew G. I do want to remind people if they would like to subscribe to support, drop some bits to support, that is always welcome. If you are unable to do so, that's completely fine. Just sharing the love is a good way to do it as well. So we are going to go raid. Let's go ahead and use the message jump around. If you want to say it's hot, sure, whatever. That's a good stage title as well. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.